In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the mass airflow sensor on this Nissan Pathfinder. Let's get started. The sensor is located on the driver's side of your engine compartment, right on the air filter housing. You can see the wires sticking up right there. So let's start by unplugging the sensor. Press on this tab and pull out on the connector. Sometimes it's a little stuck in here. I'm going to move this up over here, that way I don't lose the connector down there. This is not the factory sensor. The factory should have Phillips head screws, so someone's already replaced this. Mine has T20 screws, so Torx. I'm going to remove those. If your original hardware is in poor condition, replace it because you want this to stay on here nice and tight. Mine has a couple washers. I'm going to try not to lose those. And then there's another one that you can't see, but it's right down here underneath the sensor. I'm going to hold on to the sensor as I remove that screw so that it doesn't fall down. Okay, that's out. Pull the unit straight back and out. And there's the old sensor. Now take the new sensor and make sure you're installing it the right way, of course. This is the actual sensor. This is the whole assembly. So make sure the sensor is facing away from the throttle body because air flows in that way and you want it to flow past the sensor part itself. Set this back down. Take your two screws. I'm going to start with this one because it's easier to reach and I want to make sure that it's actually secured on here before I go for the bottom one. So now that one's seated. I'm going to start this one in, and these are tiny, so when you tighten them, you want to make sure that you don't over tighten them. They are very easily breakable, so if you break it, you're going to need a new air box or you're going to need to extract these. So very, very gently tighten them down. You also don't want to crush the gasket that's here. There's a rubber gasket around the base of this sensor or the base of the connector for the sensor, and that's what seals up to make sure you have no air leaks here. So that's bottomed out right there, just a little extra, and that's it. You want to let the gasket do the sealing. Okay, tighten that one as well. Now that they're both snugged up, everything is seated and ready to go, we're going to plug this new sensor in, and there you go. Start it up, make sure it runs nice and smooth. If it doesn't, check for air leaks, and of course, check your electrical connector.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.